We'll be taking care of my sister's kids starting next week.
Right when I thought we were finally settling into a more manageable phase in the second trimester, my husband Liam announces this. We're taking care of your sister's kids. You do realize I'm pregnant, right? Despite my protest, he retorted.
But you're in your second trimester, aren't you?
It seemed like he was ready to dump everything on me from the get-go. I couldn't bear it any longer, not just for my sake, but for our unborn babies too. So, I decided to call someone. My name is Emily. I'm 28 years old. I've been married to Liam for almost 3 years now, and we're expecting our first child. I quit my job and became a stay-at-home wife as soon as we found out I was pregnant. Originally, I planned to work until my maternity leave, but severe morning sickness forced me to give up. Quitting was a hard decision, but I didn't want to inconvenience my employer with unpredictable absences. Thankfully, I've just entered the second trimester. The dreadful nausea has subsided and I can eat somewhat normally again. I was looking forward to a peaceful pregnancy from here on out. That was until one day, while I was preparing dinner, Liam got a call that seemed to turn his mood sour.
What? Next week? But that's so sudden. Yeah, I understand.
He sighed deeply after hanging up. It was clear something serious was up. What's wrong? Who was that?
It was my sister Rachel.
Rachel? What did she say? I pressed, noticing his discomfort.
I've agreed to look after her kids starting next week.
What?
Her kids will be here from next week.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
School's out next week, right? She said it'd be hard with the kids around and asked if we could take them.
He explained nonchalantly. The audacity to drop such a bombshell on me. I felt a surge of anger towards him. I expressed my frustration. Look, I'm pregnant. Do you get that? And her kids, they're 3 boys, you know?
I know, but you're in your second trimester.
Seriously? Was he for real? Being in the second trimester doesn't mean everything is suddenly fine. Furious, I snapped back. The second trimester doesn't change anything. I'm in a different state being pregnant. Taking care of her kids, 3 energetic boys, is out of the question.
There's no use arguing. She said it was too much for her.
So you're just going to ignore how I feel? Deciding this without even asking me?
Oh, come on. Stop nagging. Think of it as a practice run for parenting.
A practice run? With a grade schooler and 2 preschoolers? Do you really think I can handle 3 rowdy boys right now? I challenged him. He couldn't respond, just looked down guiltily. And how long will they be staying? I asked, only to be shocked again by his answer.
About 2 weeks.
What? 2 weeks? That's way too long. Are you out of your mind?
That's what my sister says, so there's nothing I can do. If you have a complaint, talk to her, not me.
All I hear is, my sister this, my sister that. Don't you have your own opinion? Putting her needs above your pregnant wife's?
I had no choice. My sister is scary when she's mad.
What kind of reason is that? I was exasperated. Liam has an older sister, Rachel, who is 5 years his senior. Despite nearing his 30s, he's never been able to stand up to her, likely due to the age difference and her domineering personality. He's always prioritized her demands, which has always made me feel helpless. Until now, I might have let it slide, telling myself that that's how she is. But things are different with a baby on the way. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to our child. I had to put my foot down. Please, just tell your sister no.
But it's already been decided.
I don't care. What if something happens to the baby? Can you take responsibility?
Why would you say that? Think about my position too.
I don't care. Just say no to her for once.
If you feel so strongly, why don't you talk to her yourself? I can't do it,
he said before locking himself in his room. What was that attitude? Prioritizing his sister over his pregnant wife? Is this really happening? I had to talk to Rachel as soon as possible. I tried calling her, but she wouldn't pick up. Why? Why isn't she answering? She knows how assertive I can be. Maybe she thinks she's won by just sending the kids over. Despite multiple attempts, she never answered the phone. How can she, a mother herself, not understand how I feel, pushing her kids on me for 2 weeks? She's had 3 kids herself, yet she seems okay with burdening a pregnant woman like me. I couldn't fathom her logic. There's another reason for my resistance. I've taken care of her sons before. Even with my mother-in-law's help, it was incredibly challenging. The kids were everywhere, screaming, throwing food around. It was hard enough without being pregnant. I couldn't possibly manage now, especially since they're likely even more energetic. The thought alone terrified me. Despite repeatedly trying to negotiate with Liam over the next few days, my efforts were futile. Please, Liam, just say no to your sister for me.
If you don't like it, you should tell her yourself.
I'm telling you, she won't answer my calls. She's definitely avoiding me on purpose.
Not my problem.
What do you mean, not your problem? What am I supposed to do if she won't even answer the phone? That's why I'm asking you.
You're being persistent. I don't know anything about it. It's already decided that we're taking them, so just give it up.
What's that supposed to mean? In the end, he never reached out to her, and the day we were to take care of the kids was fast approaching. 2 days before their arrival, I confronted him again when he got home from work. I've given up on the idea of refusing to take care of your sister's kids. So you're going to take time off work to help, right? His face dropped as he exclaimed.
Why me? I have work.
Work? So what? Were you planning to leave all 3 to me alone?
Well, it can't be helped. If I don't work, we can't live, and we can't just suddenly take time off.
Oh, really? So you were planning to dump it all on me from the start?
Well...
Never mind. Just keep doing whatever your sister tells you to, I said sharply, and he clicked his tongue in discontent. At that moment, a fiery anger swirled inside me. Did I just hear him click his tongue? Why can he act like this? It's his fault for not saying no in the first place. I can't take this anymore. I'm not going to let myself be conveniently used like this. I decided to go back to my parents' house right away and called my mom. Hello, Mom. It's me.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. It's been a while. How's everything?
Well, actually, I explained everything that had happened over the past few days, and my mom had an unexpected reaction.
I see. But no, you can't come back here.
Why? I'm really stressed out with the current situation.
It's okay. I'm not saying you have to deal with it alone. I'll come over.
What do you mean?
I'll come there and set Liam and those kids straight. A husband who can't cherish his pregnant wife isn't worth much. We need to fix his attitude now.
But... Before I could finish, she cheerfully said,
It'll be okay. I won't let anything bad happen. Leave it to me.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll be there the day after tomorrow.
The call ended just like that. Although I was anxious, having my mom come over felt reassuring. Then 2 days later, Rachel dropped off her 3 sons much earlier than expected, at 6 a.m. Their loud noises woke me up. As soon as I let them inside, they started fighting.
Hey, that's my game. Don't touch it. He hit me.
Auntie, I'm hungry.
It was like a battlefield. All this chaos in just 1 hour? Give me a break. How did a fight break out so quickly? Then Liam, dressed for work, appeared.
Well, I'm leaving the rest to you.
Wait a minute. You're going to leave this mess for me to deal with?
I can't help it, I have work.
You've got to be kidding. Just as I was about to yell at him, the doorbell rang.
I'll get it,
he said, heading to the door as if escaping.
Yes, who is it? Oh.
Long time no see, Liam.
Mary.
Thank goodness, my mom had arrived. Liam looked confused at her appearance.
Why are you here, Mary?
Why? Because you decided to take in your sister's kids without considering how it would affect Emily, who's pregnant.
Well...
Never mind that. It was for 2 weeks, right? I'll take care of the kids. You're about to be a father. I won't allow you to just watch. My husband panicked.
Wait, please. I have work, and if you're here, Emily will surely feel more at ease.
What are you talking about? If I went back now, would you take the day off to look after them?
Well, that's,
Listen, I'm not asking for 2 weeks. Just take a week off, okay?
Paid leave?
Yes.
For a whole week?
Of course. You've already let your sister dictate this. Or shall I take Emily back to our home right now?
No. That wouldn't be good. I understand. I'll take the leave.
Thus, Liam took a week of paid leave, and my mom and he ended up taking care of the kids together. Can you boys introduce yourselves? As my mom asked, the boys started yelling.
What's with this old lady? So annoying.
Annoying?
Let's start with some English lessons. I'll keep this game for now.
Hey, give it back.
You don't talk to adults like that. I'll treat you the same way you treat me. My mom said sternly, and the boys screamed. No wonder. As her daughter, I might be biased, but my mom is really scary when she's angry. Once she's mad, her normally gentle demeanor turns incredibly fierce. Moreover, my mom used to be an elementary school teacher. There's probably no one better suited for handling kids. She didn't hesitate to scold the kids when they acted out of line, setting them to bed by 9 p.m. and waking them at 7 a.m. While at home, she limited their gaming to just 1 hour a day. 2 weeks passed, and somehow we made it through. The kids, who initially resented my mom, gradually started to listen to her. On the day we were supposed to take the kids back to Rachel's, it was my mom who decided to change the plan. Liam, we're taking the kids to your parents' house.
Huh?
Then call your sister and ask her to come to the house as well. Okay?
Yes, understood.
In those 2 weeks, my husband had been completely reformed by my mom into a more dependable man than ever. He contacted Rachel, and the meeting place was changed to his parents' place. We all headed there together. Upon arrival, Rachel immediately started complaining to Liam with our sour face.
Why are we meeting at this house? I told you to bring them to mine.
But Mary said...
Mary? Who's that?
Rachel raised her voice, and my mom greeted her with a smile. Nice to meet you.
And you are?
I'm Emily's mother. It seems my daughter has been under your care.
Oh, Emily's mom. Nice to meet you.
What kind of person thinks it's okay to dump 3 boys on a pregnant woman for 2 weeks? She was taken aback by my mom's direct confrontation. Even my mother-in-law, unaware of the situation, joined in the questioning.
What's this about, Rachel? You really left your kids with Emily?
Well,
She's pregnant, you know. Do you understand that?
I just asked Liam. I didn't mean to dump them on her.
Rachel desperately tried to defend herself, but my mom cut the conversation short.
Can we stop with the excuses? Rachel, you've been pregnant before, right? You know that even in the second trimester, you can't be too careful, right?
Well, yes.
Besides, your children don't even know how to hold a pencil, and they can't say thank you or please. What kind of parenting is that?
Well...
Don't worry, I've corrected everything that needed attention. But I did it not for you, but for the children. They're the ones who'd suffer if they grew up like that. I'm saying this for their sake, not yours. Don't misunderstand.
Rachel's face went pale, and she eventually fell silent. My mother-in-law, too, turned bright red and apologized to my mom. My mom continued to talk about how she disciplined the kids over the past 2 weeks, subtly criticizing Rachel's parenting and even the way my mother-in-law raised her. By the end of my mom's talk, both my mother-in-law and Rachel were exhausted.
We're really sorry.
They both apologized to my mom. Later, Rachel got a severe scolding from her mother.
You've embarrassed me because of your actions.
But I needed a break too.
There's a limit. Dumping your children on Emily, a pregnant woman, for 2 weeks is just outrageous.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Rachel sobbed, apologizing repeatedly. By my mother-in-law's order, they were never to leave their children with us again. Since then, my husband has become incredibly reliable, thanks to my mom, but I also felt a change in his attitude.
I'm really sorry, Emily. I never realized how hard housework and childcare could be.
It's okay. I'm just glad you understand.
I won't be pushed around by my sister anymore. From now on, I'll put you first and try to be a good husband and father. It might take a while to earn your trust, but I'm serious about this.
Thank you, Liam. I knew everything was going to be okay. With him by my side, I was confident we could build a happy home. Looking into his eyes, I felt certain of our future. Later, we welcomed a healthy baby into our family. My husband became utterly devoted to parenting, even taking paternity leave to help out. All of this was thanks to my mom's tough love.